Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Of course, it's your girl Erin. I don't even really know how to start off this video because usually I strive really hard to bring you guys very positive, uplifted, inspiring content, and to be completely honest with you guys, the last 3 weeks, almost a month, I've kind of been in a really weird mental funk. I think I'm just kind of dealing with a mental block. I have so many projects, knit, crochet, other types of crafts that, y'all, I've been bookmarking, writing down, saving, so many things I want to try and do. I think what it kind of boils down to is just kind of like my living situation and my day-to-day living environment. As a creative, it's really important not only to have that inspiration and that motivation to crochet or create, but it's also super important to feel mentally stable and secure and happy with where you live and literally just like your living environment. But I've also been living in this house for 5, maybe almost 6 years. I just feel like I'm ready. My mind is ready, my mental is ready to try something new, to put myself in a new environment. And for me, the living environment, especially for me, is critical because where I live, sleep, eat, create, work, every single day is here at home. And unfortunately for me, we have very limited space, okay? I'm either creating here in the bedroom or in the front living room. This is your fair warning that Jordan and I might actually be moving relatively soon. Hopefully by the start of 2024, we have already started looking at places. I'm actually really excited about the topic of moving just because the idea of it just fills me with excitement and like you have no idea what's coming next. So until we can actually find our own spot, I need to make the best out of my situation. I need to just make it work. That being said, it's already 12:30 in the afternoon and I haven't even started working. I need to get on track today. We need to at least try. And you know what? I'm gonna start off with cleaning a little bit because usually cleansing my spot, cleaning everything puts me in a little bit better of a mood to get work done. In the effort to get a little bit more organized, I thought I could at least kind of start off this next morning by doing the back end, all of the logistical stuff, such as like updating the website, taking photos of the freshly new dyed colorways. Yeah, there's so much that goes into just running a website, your own small business, on top of running a YouTube channel that really just kind of involves some of the more boring, meticulous, mundane stuff, such as taking product shots, editing the photos, getting them up on the website. But the fun thing is I did dye up, I think, a total of 4 new colorways, a little bit more fall-ish, wintry themed colorways. But this is kind of the vibe. A little bit like cool toned pastel blues, some pastel burgundy, a little bit of purple, and then the really fun thing is I added in speckles and splashes of like yellow. I wanted to go deeper, I wanted to go darker and kind of channel a little bit more of like, at first I was thinking like wood, tree, foresty vibes, and then as I started dyeing it, it kind of turned into like swamp core, Shrek core. So this is the second option that I have. A little bit of grays, obviously some browns. The third colorway that I came up with, I'm actually really falling in love with this one. This might be my favorite of the newest collection. And this is what we have. Absolutely gorgeous. So I decided to go with a few different shades of gray, threw in some fluorescent speckles because y'all know I got the fluorescent colorways a few months back and I've really been wanting to expand. Very excited to get these up on the website because they're kind of like a different direction than what I naturally go. I think I'm gonna hop on a live stream honestly pretty soon here. I need my people, I need you guys, I need like a little moment to kind of just hang out, chat, and just kind of like move my hands and knit a little bit. So I'm gonna clean up here in a minute and hop on a live stream. All right, y'all, today is a very special day. Jordan and I are officially starting to tour some different apartments, so we're heading out. We actually have 2 different apartment tours in the next hour or so, so I need to get dressed and hop out the door. I'm currently in the process of trying to decide which crochet outfit would look cuter for touring apartments. I know that it's not that necessary, but I want to just set the vibe for the day. So I'm either torn between wearing the In Bloom flower sweater. I actually don't really have a name for this yet, but it's kind of just like my meshy see-through little pullover, or I could just go with an oldie but a goodie, keep me toasty warm because it is still cold in January. My striped alpaca sweater, a little bit cropped. I think this might look the best with these mom jeans. To layer underneath my sweaters, I'm going to be wearing my brand new Parade bralette. So I want to say a huge thank you to Parade for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys are interested, I have a massive 50% off discount code for you guys, so stay tuned to the end. For the last few months, Parade has literally been my go-to brand for everything loungewear and intimates, just like this very comfy and slinky bralette. Now this first piece, which I'm absolutely over the moon about, is Parade's ultra soft Dream Fit triangle bralette. Now this bralette is giving everyday, any occasion essentials. Honestly, the highlight of the bra for me is that it has 360-degree stretch, meaning it'll hug and hold you perfectly no matter your body shape. I love that with these bralettes, not only are the straps adjustable, but they're also transformable. So whether you guys want a standard fit bralette or you want to create a little crisscross back like this one, Parade's got you covered. At the start here of this new year, I thought I'd get out of my comfort zone a little bit more, and I decided to pick out this matching set in their silky mesh material. I love a plunge bralette moment because I can wear this bad boy during the summer with tops that have a deeper, more revealing neckline. This material, by the way, is so airy and breathable that it almost feels like I'm wearing nothing. And best of all, it's made with super fine recycled materials. Lingerie that doesn't hurt the planet, that's a win in my book. If you guys are interested in testing out and trying Parade's intimates and loungewear, they're going to be giving my audience an insane 50% off discount using my code IT'sErin50 at checkout. And the best part is there's no minimum spend. So whether you guys just want one little bralette or you want to pick out a bunch of matching undergarments for yourself, you're literally gonna get 50% off your entire order. Seriously, y'all, this is a massive steal. And my code also applies site-wide. So everything that Parade has to offer, you're literally gonna get it at a 50% off discount. Thank you again so much, Parade, for sponsoring today's video. As I'm sure you guys saw a few videos back, I was organizing my yarn stash, and clearly I have a lot of yarn. That's kind of an understatement. I have a ton of yarn, but something I wanted to kind of like talk about is the fact that I know people put themselves on yarn bans, and I totally get the idea behind it. I get that people want to use up most of their yarn stash, if not all, before they go ahead and purchase new fibers. Me, myself and I. The way I look at it is I don't want to completely ban myself from being able to purchase a fiber that I feel I could really benefit from. So the way that my mind is kind of working is I'm limiting myself, everything in moderation. Now this doesn't mean that I can just keep on purchasing yarn in bulk that I'm not gonna use. For me, I really just want to be able to have the freedom to purchase fibers that I have a very specific project for. I'm not gonna go buying every single new fiber that comes out, but at the same time, I don't wanna just tell myself, no, you can't have that, because if there's something that I'm really dead set on making, I want to get it for myself. So speaking of which, yes, I did do a little bit of Black Friday shopping, but you will be pleased to know I limited myself. I don't know if I can get this done by the time Christmas comes around, but I kind of wanted to make Jordan a spur of the moment Christmas gift. Flabbergasted does not even begin to describe the emotions that I felt when I saw this brand new fiber. This is the Rico Design Fashion Alpaca Superfine Heavens. Now I'm pretty sure that this is labeled as a number 5 bulky baby alpaca, 63% alpaca and 37% polyamide. So scrumptious, so gorgeous. And now that I see it in person, I'm very glad that I chose to get this fiber. Oh my heavens. Look at these colors. You got this really gorgeous kind of like deeper tealy ocean blue, more of like a lichen green, avocado green. Do you guys just see how that color rotates and shifts? It is absolutely stunning. But I saw this colorway as well, and I believe that this is called Forest. But as the colors shift and rotate, we do get a little bit more of this darker, deeper colorway. So again, these are the same exact colorway. I think the pretty colors are just like deep within there. Do we see this? Do we see this colorway? Over like the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've solely been knitting. I don't think I've picked up crochet in like 2 to 3 weeks, which is rather unlike me, but I think it's important to pick up different projects, kind of change up the muscle memory, work on something new, because I can already feel like that deep urge, that deep obsession with crochet starting to come back. And if I put that off a little bit longer, when I do eventually come back to my crochet projects, it's gonna be flying off the needle, flying off the hook. I'm gonna be too hyped and excited. No burnout here, okay? We're trying to avoid that as best as possible. And knitting has kind of been like my little go-to therapy for the last few weeks. So. So it's actually starting to turn into fall. The sky's super dark. It rained a little bit earlier today, but honestly, I'm enjoying it. It's been hot for so long in SoCal. So any little bit of fall weather that we can get, take it. So I've really been wanting to get into like polymer clay building and making. I have no idea what I'm doing. Watched probably like 2 or 3 TikToks and kind of just want to try it. So I'm getting some like oven baked clay, some gloss. I also have some like translucent clay. I don't know, I've seen people use it. I like that it's kind of sheer and see-through. And then stencil. But as for the rest of the materials that I need, like rolling pin, little cutout tools, all that, they don't have it here. So I'm gonna have to order it online, but look at all of the clay. I don't know what I'm doing.